YouTube.
Insta.
No Insta today.
I was not doing Insta.
Oh,
no,
man.
I haven't done Insta for a long
What did I get out of
time.
bed for?
I haven't done Insta for a long time. So
Awesome.
anyway, let's crack it, man.
Let's do it.
Crack on.
Yeah, it's episode 39.
Mhm.
Weekend Craic. I don't know, how many weeks are we into 2021?
7.
7. Oh, who's
Ish.
counting? Who's counting?
27, 40, 47, 1, I don't know. It feels the same.
It feels the same, yeah. Week after week. Speaking of things being the same, what's your score this week, Lester?
5.
Solid 5. Well done.
5.
Well done, well done, well done.
Yo,
I did
that's
change it
hectic.
slightly last week because we had snow.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, it was weird. Today is 14 degrees. Last week we were at -3.
Yeah.
And when was it? Oh, it stopped snowing the Wednesday before. So 4 days after it stopped snowing, we still had like 15 centimeters of snow where I am.
Yeah.
And it was great. Everything was pristine and white. And then the temperature shot up.
And then what does it do? Just melts?
And overnight, all that snow disappeared.
Really?
Yeah. I had a glacier on my roof. In the morning, it was not there. Someone's stolen my glacier.
So you didn't
Yeah,
even
that's-
have a chance to make a snowman and throw snowballs at your dodgy neighbor next door?
No, we did all that. Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah,
did
yeah.
all that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, there was so much snow. The snowmen were building snowmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snowmen were building snowmen.
There was so much snow. I went for a walk with my dog, as I do, and the fence posts.
Yeah.
Every fence post had a mini snowman on him. Someone's got a lot of time on their hands.
I'll be back to you just now.
And Oleg, how was your week?
It was awesome.
Okay, because you're stuck in the toilet again. Eh?
Yeah, it's
Been
okay.
relegated
It's
to the
okay.
toilet.
I did ask you to send me the link so I could switch to a different machine. So you
Oh,
didn't
well, the
want me
thing
to.
is
So
that-
you have to suffer. You have
Yeah,
to
well,
suffer,
once-
man.
No, I'm not the one that's suffering. It's
That's
all
okay.
the other people that are suffering. Yeah, sorry, dude. You know, the problem is that once you're in the
Yeah.
meeting, you can't get the meeting link again. You got to
Okay.
close the meeting and go back in again to get the link.
To restart it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. No stress.
Yeah. But I mean-
this week, yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same meeting link every week.
Okay, cool. I'll copy it and just post
I mean,
it.
it's in the WhatsApp. It's in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we
Well,
move
now that
on?
we've got the technicalities out the way.
Yeah.
Just don't flush for the next hour. That's what
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How
Well,
was your week, Oleg?
Okay, now it's been downgraded to 6.5.
We
Are we
don't do
doing-
halves.
oh, we're doing halves again. Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been a good week. I've started exercising quite a bit this week, which was cool. Did quite a lot of running, did quite a lot of exercising, did quite a lot of weight training. It was nice. I managed to set everything up and get the routine going.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So a good solid 6.5.
Yeah, let's
Not
make
too
it
shabby.
7.
Things are moving up.
Shane?
Yeah, Jesus, dude, I had a busy week.
Yeah.
So I would say it ended off with a it possibly was going to end off with a 5.5. Okay. Let's call it a 5.
Yo,
But
that's
actually-
hectic.
But it ended off very well because two good things happened this week. My youngest
Okay.
turned 17. Ding,
Wow,
ding, ding, ding,
great.
ding, ding. And my oldest daughter got her results back from her matric finals, and she passed very well. So we're very happy and excited and relieved and all the other things that go with that.
Cool.
That is awesome news. Congratulations.
Cool, man. Cool. And
Yeah, how much
producer
work
Bex
has
is
Marsh
on the
done
line.
here?
So hello, producer Bex.
I am back.
She's back.
Welcome back.
She's back.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it was a good week, man. It ended off very well. I mean, during the week, I didn't think I was going to make it till the end of the week, but we finally did.
Oh, it ended well, so it can't be anywhere around 5 or 6, surely.
No. It ended on. I would say it was a solid 8. the end of the
Oh,
week.
straight in there. Wow.
Straight in there. You see, and I mean the weather. We've got such fantastic weather here.
It stopped raining now.
Yeah, man, dude, it's beautiful. The sun's shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. I've been in the swimming pool twice today.
That's amazing.
It's like awesome. It's awesome.
It's
awesome,
outrageous.
Awesome. So what's the temperature there, Lester?
Oh, no, it's cool today. I think we're going to be hitting the dizzying heights of 15 degrees.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think that's what it was last night here, overnight.
It's weird.
No, I think it was warmer than that. Huh?
Possibly.
It's been weird because during the day it's been colder than, not that it's cold, but at night it was warmer than during the day. This is February. I mean, this is the month where we normally have lots of cold and rain and wind and I'm not complaining. There's sun shining today.
Yeah.
Not that I'd go and jump in the swimming pool.
No.
I have to rake the ice off first.
And dog walking? Or you got some dog walking in, or you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It doesn't give me respite.
Pubs still closed. Pubs still closed.
We should be hearing news on Monday. Woohoo! About something. We don't know. We don't care. We just want to get on with it.
And what's? Yeah, like you don't know what
yet.
news you're getting.
No. Well, they've got nearly 20 million vaccinated, so they might change their tune about some stuff.
Bad.
I don't know. Got to kickstart this economy.
But your vaccine that you guys are using is the Oxford one, right?
No, I think we're using 3 different ones.
Okay. Because I was just going to say then, but you're not immune to us South Africans. I mean, sorry, the South African variant.
Who knows? The biggest export, maybe I touched on this last week. The biggest export from the UK this year is the Kent variation. Yes, I live in Kent.
You live in Kent.
Yeah. The British variant is the Kent variant, and good job. It's a big county.
I suppose that could be translated into something else, starting with a K in the front and ending with a T.
Yeah, it's the biggest export we've had. So we've re-engineered something that didn't need re-engineering. That's typical. Yeah. And we've exported it to the world, and it's over 100 countries. So,
thank you. We are forever grateful.
Yeah.
Forever grateful.
Amazing stuff.
Talking about being grateful, I see old Elon Musk is getting into a bit of hot water again, as usual, for his tweets around Bitcoin. I don't know. Do you think they'll ever take this guy off Twitter? Because every time he tweets something, he moves something by 15%.
That's power, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is so powerful.
Yeah.
Just because you're the richest man in the world does that entitle you to this kind of power and influence?
Well, he's not the richest man anymore.
Oh. No, he's the second richest.
Yeah, he's the second richest. He's like his Tesla shares went down by 2.7% and he lost. So, so much money that he's now not the richest man anymore. Yeah.
So who's number one?
Oh, Jeff
Bezos is back.
Is up there
okay.
Again. Yeah.
Bezos is back.
Yeah. But I think it'll be a yo-yo thing. They'll be up and down.
Until Amazon comes out with the cryptocurrency.
By the way, did you guys hear that Jeff Bezos is officially stepping down as the chairman of Amazon?
Yeah.
He's still going to be on the board of directors,
yes.
But he's going to focus a little bit more on what's the name of that company? Blue Origins.
Okay.
Okay.
Not too sure. Bex, just Google there and just find out what Jeff Bezos is doing after he steps down from Amazon. What's he doing
after breakfast?
Yeah, what's he doing after breakfast?
Check his diary, report back.
No, well, the scariest thing is while he's having breakfast, he earns more money than I do in a year. That's scary.
No, that's not correct. In a lifetime.
Thanks, Oleg. I feel so much better. I think my score just went from 8 down to 5 again. Thanks. But seriously, going back to Elon Musk and him tweeting, I mean, seriously, someone was saying that they're recommending that he gets sanctioned by some
ICC
authority
or SEC.
Yeah,
SEC.
for it's almost like, I don't know if it's like not insider trading. What would you call it? It's like when you intentionally do something to manipulate the market. So like in his personal capacity, he goes and tweets about Bitcoin. And then shortly after that, Tesla goes and Tesla buys Bitcoin. Then he tweets something.
And he tweets, and the value goes up.
Pushes the price up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's power.
Yeah, I suppose it is power.
But at some point, surely that has to come down, because is it not overinflated?
Well, it's they said that the run had stopped for a little bit, but I see yesterday they said it's continuing. What's the current price?
$57,000.
Yeah, well, you see, a couple of days ago it wasn't even 50.
I know.
Crazy.
But I'm wondering if this is now, it's been high for so long without dipping. People who were just waiting for it to fall so they could buy again are now not waiting. They're just now buying at an expensive price, and that's inflating it.
Yeah.
What's also interesting is that other companies who are deciding to pull into the whole Bitcoin market, I don't know if it's the way to diversify risk or just de-risk the inflation factor or whatever it is. So Uber is also purchasing some Bitcoin, and there's another company, I forgot their name.
So what, we can pay for our Uber using Bitcoin?
I assume so.
Explain this to me. Why do they need to buy Bitcoin for me to be able to buy or pay for a service in Bitcoin? Why do they have to buy Bitcoin?
No, I don't think they need to have Bitcoin.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's not like Tesla's bought into Bitcoin so that we can pay for our Teslas in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I don't know. The currency. You need to give change.
He needs to give change. No,
you got to
get a lot of change from one Bitcoin.
No, but I mean, the scary. Like, I mean, dude, I just don't understand how this thing is going to work going forward. But just think about, let's say a Tesla, for argument's sake, was half a Bitcoin, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So they say, okay, you need to pay half a Bitcoin, right? By the time I pay for it, by the time I take delivery of the car, I've already paid 15% more for the car. You understand what I'm saying?
Because of the way the price is changing.
Yeah. Do they give me a discount? I mean, or do they say the car is, what's the price of a Tesla?
I think it's about $50K.
Okay, $50,000. Okay.
Yeah, so it's about.
So
a
do
Bitcoin.
they say?
Let's
Do
just,
they say
let's just say
that?
it's a Bitcoin.
Sorry.
Let's just say it's one Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's one Bitcoin.
No, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter whether it's half a Bitcoin or one Bitcoin. What I'm saying is by the time that I've paid the one Bitcoin, by the time I take the delivery of the car, it's already that Bitcoin that I've just paid is already inflated by 10 or 15%.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have just waited a day, and then I only had to pay 0.9 of a Bitcoin.
No, the selling price is still one Bitcoin.
0.75 with Bitcoin. You know, it's
like
it's
no, because you're thinking US dollars. If the price tag is one Bitcoin and the exchange rate fluctuates, you could be better off if the exchange rate goes up. You're still paying one Bitcoin.
Yeah, but the thing is, but I mean, this is the thing is, like, when you're paying for stuff, because I mean, at the moment they're tying it against the dollar, right? Yeah. But the value of it is changing all of the time. I mean, think of it the other way. Think about it the other way. Let's say I pay, like if I bought it cash, it's $50,000 US. if I pay with a Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, let's say one Bitcoin was $50,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So now if I was to then pay in a Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin dropped by 20% in one day, Tesla's just lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It swings around. So I saw an article during the week that Mastercard is trying to get into cryptocurrencies. In other words, have a a Mastercard that is linked to a cryptocurrency account.
Yeah, account.
Okay. But what they're wanting to do is, because I mean, there are a whole lot of regulations around money laundering, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to have a Bitcoin, not a Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency that is linked to the dollar, right? So it doesn't appreciate or depreciate.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I don't think it's possible.
Apparently, it's one. Who was it? Was it Google or one of those companies was trying to launch one of these cryptocurrencies? Or was it Facebook? I don't know. It's one of them where they were trying to
What are they going to
convince
call it?
them, because I mean, look, I mean, it's quite complicated in the sense that the whole idea of cryptocurrency is supposed to be decentralized. But how do you regulate a cryptocurrency if it's decentralized?
You can't do it.
Exactly. So you'll never, I mean, is there ever going to be a situation where a credit card company like Visa or MasterCard is going to allow you to have a card that's linked to cryptocurrency?
I've got a Mastercard for travel, and it just has 3 currencies on it. And so I buy X amount of currency at a point in time, and that's the value it's on it. It's like a debit card, and that's the value of that currency I have on that card. So would it not be the same concept?
I don't know.
At the time of purchasing, you can use your MasterCard to buy something using Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin value will be associated with that card. And the value would just be at the time of transaction. So they're not actually, well, no, they must be trading.
They have to be trading.
Yeah.
They have to
Anyway.
It wouldn't be done at time of transaction like some transactions.
Yeah.
But you're dealing in a currency. You're not, you'd have to top up beforehand. I was going to ask why, there's Bitcoin Cash. I mean, there's a lot of currencies out there. Yeah. And there's still new ones coming out, and people are saying, well, we're going to introduce one, and this will be the future, and this will be the one that outlives them all. But when does this end? Because anyone can go and create their own cryptocurrency.
Look.
When does it get consolidated?
And what is it supported by?
Get consolidated, like when we're all using Facebucks.
Facebucks. Anyway, so producer Bex, did you find anything on Jeff Bezos?
What is that?
Said he needs to focus on the Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, Blue Origin, the Washington Post, and Other Passions.
All right.
Oh, is that all?
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's got a busy day.
How did he do all this before? No wonder he has to semi-retire.
Yeah. So, just an update on delayed movies. My bugbear, No Time to Die, James Bond. So I saw this article during the week where this guy was saying, even though there've been lots of delays and people are getting frustrated by this, he still thinks it's a good thing for the industry, and he's speculating that when things open up again, that there's going to be this like boom in people going to the cinemas, because like releasing it on a streaming service and all that it doesn't carry the same weight as it coming in the cinema. So I was quite interested to see that, because I see like there have been some movies that have been released on HBO and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm still in two minds about this.
Yeah, it's a big screen thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a. I don't know. Maybe in 10 years' time it won't be. We'll have other formats of viewing movies that we haven't thought of yet. But it's a big screen thing. So I think it's right to delay it, and by delaying it, they're just creating more hype.
Yeah.
People like you will grumble and then be happy and then grumble again, and it just exacerbates the situation.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm not going to stick to my guns and refuse to go watch it in the cinema?
You'll watch it.
Do you think he's going to cave in?
No, because close to the time when all the restrictions are lifted and we know for sure it's coming, there's going to be so much marketing and push and advertising. It'll just whet your appetite, and you go,
Or you think it's going to be that subliminal advertising that's going to make me go to the cinema to watch James Bond?
that, and somebody might drag you there to watch it.
I don't know who that's going to be. I don't know who that's going to be. I mean, are you going to watch? Are you gunning to watch it in the cinema?
You know, when the lockdown finishes, whenever that is,
Yeah.
we'll have a new feature in the show. We'll probably have to do movie reviews, in which case producer Bex will have to take you to the movie to do a movie review.
Okay, we'll film it. Okay, we won't film the film. We won't film the film, but we will film the event.
The event.
Okay, that's my
You're going
excuse. I'm
into the
only
cinema.
going to watch James Bond at the cinema for the content. For the podcast.
That sounds weird.
What? That is all for the content.
Yeah, it's all for the content.
Well,
So
I've got to come up with
basically you've already
ideas
caved.
to
Yeah, you
generate
basically
content.
already threw the flag.
You've already
out.
caved. You've already justified it
It's
to
like-
yourself. That was too easy.
Shit. Yeah, like I needed what do they call that
Positive
thing? Like a
reinforcement.
back out plan on the contract. What's
Get out of jail
um,
free clause.
Yeah, get out of jail free clause. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
yeah, just going back to it, streaming on an HBO kind of setup is a good idea, but you know, it's expensive for a lot of people. They don't always
Yeah.
get access to HBO channels,
Mm.
and this just invites a lot of piracy and online illegal streaming. So
Yeah.
it's not in their best interest, really.
But also the thing is, like, just talking about streaming. I mean, before we were just like, we had the Netflix, and we had the Apple TV, and then there was Hulu, and now there's Amazon Prime, then there was HBO, then there was CBS. Like, there's so many streaming services now. It's like, which one do I choose? Oh,
All of
bugger, I've got to take all of them to watch the shows that I
Yeah,
want to watch.
that's weird.
So
You need to decide.
you need something like we have here. You take Sky, which gives you HBO and several others, and you take Netflix to cover, or Now
others.
TV to cover the
Yeah.
others. So
But
you're
our
always going to
problem-
pay for more than one.
But our
if you're that
problem
serious
is-
about it.
Is our Sky is DSTV, and DSTV is, like,
Choice.
yeah, and well, you got to have the premium package to
Yeah.
get that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you can't
Oh,
choose the
it's-
channels that you want.
Yeah, you'll get lots of channels you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, how much does your Sky cost you?
I don't know because I cancelled it because I never watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
No, because I'm spending all my time on Netflix and Amazon Prime. I don't actually watch much Sky,
Mm,
so I got rid of it.
yeah. Yeah. And what about the HBO shows that now you're missing out on?
Yeah,
that aren't on Netflix.
that is a problem. But Sky also has pay as you go.
Oh, right. Okay. So then what? Can you, like, you want to watch a particular movie, you just pay for the movie, or how does it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get a Sky Go app, which you can play on your TV or handheld device, and you just pay for a program. Yes, you go on and there's a selected amount of programs which will stream if you pay for that service. I mean, I've kind of used it in the past for sport because I cancelled my sports channels as well because I just wasn't getting the time.
Mhm.
But if there's a specific sport event that I want to watch, invariably it's on there.
Okay.
But Sky's not the only one doing that.
All
They
right.
have competition. They don't dominate that market anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter where. You could go to 3 or 4 different channels or companies, and they've all got a live streaming of a sport event that you want to watch. Not all of them do the same one. As for a specific match, game,
Yeah.
one or other will have the rights for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, in our case, there's very little competition. Wait, hang on a second. There's no competition.
There's no competition. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got DSTV, I think?
No, don't need it.
When last did you ever have DSTV before?
Yeah, I did. I think maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I also gave it up like 5-6 years
It's
ago.
like there's no point really.
Yeah. So like on Formula One now, I just subscribe to the Formula One app because I mean that's the only sport besides tennis that I like to watch, and like on the F1 app, I pay a subscription of like $70 a month, and I get to watch all the races. So I don't need to pay $1,000 a month to DSTV to get the one channel that I want to watch.
No, there's no point. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, how do you justify spending $1,000 when I can spend $70 getting the same thing? Yeah,
we have options for Formula One. Sky, which you pay for, Sky Sports, or there is other terrestrial channels.
Yeah.
But quick question: can't you like stream Formula One from one of the, for example, say like UK channels anyway?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You have to subscribe to them.
Okay.
You have to be subscribing. I've tried that before.
Didn't work.
Yeah, you also they check IP, so you kind of need a proxy service because I've tried to stream when I'm been on holiday, and it's like okay, they pick you up that you're outside of the country, and
that's I think I did try to hook up with Sky, and there was a reason I couldn't do it. I think it had something. I think you had to have an existing subscription, or I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah,
digital rights management is an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
There's royalties to be paid, and they need to control who gets the content. It's hard.
And I mean, in our case, what was happening is that DSTV would take out exclusive rights. So in this country, then Netflix wouldn't be able to show a show on Netflix because it was on DSTV. And the same thing was with Formula One a couple of years ago. Like the F1 app, you couldn't watch. You could only get the audio. You couldn't watch the video at some stage. Yeah, but that's changed now, fortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
I've been watching that Netflix series on Formula One. You know, the behind the scenes.
What, the Drive to Survive?
Drive to Survive, yeah.
Have you done both seasons?
I'm halfway through season 2 now.
Okay.
I thought it was great. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, the fact they didn't even talk, they didn't acknowledge really the top teams.
Yeah.
They didn't touch them in the first series. Mercedes and Ferrari were barely mentioned. It was all about what was happening for the rest of it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. It's a different outlook on it, and it did bring it to life a bit more. The teams that you see further down the grid and the challenges they have. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know
can watch that without actually liking Formula One. You can watch it.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that it's actually done quite a lot for Formula One in terms of getting more people interested in it, and that's why they made a second season, and now the third season's coming out in March.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The COVID Grand Prix season.
Yeah. So I was watching an interview the other day about how how COVID affected the Netflix team in terms of recording. And they said it actually didn't affect them too much because the way that they had filmed the previous two ones was such that the guy would be with the team. The crew would be with the team. And that's why, like you say, the footage that you would see, there would be like an entire episode that's dedicated to one team. Right? And
Jesus, those pit lanes are already so crowded. And now we've got another camera team in each garage.
Exactly. Well, look, I mean, but they didn't have a team in every they didn't have a camera crew in every team. They would choose up front which teams they were going to be with on which weekends. So when they had to film it now under COVID, it was fine because those guys fell within the bubble of the team that they were filming. So they actually were part of the team. They, like for the purposes of COVID, they were classified as a member of the McLaren team or whatever team they were filming. Yeah. So I'm quite excited to see what this third season is going to look like because, like you say, I mean it's a different situation. It's COVID.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
Different pressures.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Oleg?
No.
Not. You're not.
No.
You're not that into Formula One that you'd.
No, I do watch occasional races, especially if there's like exciting stuff happening around the race. I would watch it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't watch it like on a regular basis, like.
Well, you can watch the highlights in Drive to Survive.
I do watch the highlights, of course. It's like something interesting comes up.
Yeah. Well, normally the highlights package is only 5 minutes. Well, not even 5 minutes of a 2.5 hour race. It's behind the scenes that's interesting. It's like it's almost like a soap opera sometimes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite track? Like
my favorite track.
Yeah, your favorite track.
Fire Army.
No. I would say. I mean, in terms of watching.
What's that one track?
Brazil. Brazil, yeah.
Why?
And another one I enjoy is Spa, which is Belgium. Yeah.
One is quite famous.
I like Monaco.
Yeah.
Partly because I was there for the one Grand Prix. We used to have a company convention, either the weekend before or after the Grand Prix. And then the 1 year was actually that week of the Grand Prix. So we all ducked out and went to go watch the Grand Prix. But anyway, I hadn't realized, this is going back a few years because Jenson Button was still on the scene. I hadn't realized, I mean, it's already densely packed area and it's a great circuit. It's very tight and they throw those cars around. And until you're trackside, and you see the speed that they're going through chicanes, it's just phenomenal. But the reason I like it's got so many twists and turns, there's different parts to it, which I suppose most tracks have. But where I was sitting, which is just behind the pit lane, near the swimming pool,
I'm sure
in that stand, you can hear the different engines. You can hear the guys coming out the tunnel, going up to the casino square. You can hear them going around the pits, down the straights. It's that surrounded by all these different sounds is just awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I saw a TikTok during the week and they said how the rich and famous watch Formula One at Monaco. And there's some lady on the treadmill, trackside.
Yo, that's crazy.
I want to go to that gym, please. I wonder what
it's changed a lot, that whole area over the years, that marina area.
Is it?
I mean, I was always fascinated how all these big yachts, people were there the same every year, right on the track side, on the marina side.
I wonder what the docking fees are.
It's, well, you want to be right close. And if your yacht's too big, you can't. So you have to be parked out and bust in. So a lot of these yacht owners are maybe giving, I'm not saying it's happening, but maybe persuading the harbour master to give them an appropriate booth so they can get the advantage of it.
Well, bribery and corruption.
I wouldn't say that.
No,
I never said that. No.
Just encouragement.
Oh, your internet's going. Talking about expensive and luxury stuff. I see there in Cape Town, this luxury car dealership was hit.
Smashed.
Like 40 people pulled into this luxury car dealership, and they demanded the keys.
So it was a large scale attempted theft. Burglary.
No, it wasn't. I don't think that was a case of theft. I think number one, it's either it's either extortion, like for protection racket, or number 2, insurance.
You're saying it's a cover-up
Yeah,
because no one's buying expensive cars.
those vehicles are insured. That would be the first place I'd look.
Well, what sort of cars are in there? Give me a flavor for it.
What I can see is I can see a Lotus Elise or whatever it's called. I can see
They still make those.
probably. I can see 3 Porsches in here, 4 Porsches in here, 5 Porsches in here. Yeah.
Lamborghini,
No, I
McLaren.
didn't see a Lamborghini. Just trying to see here. I've just gone to the.
But they basically smashed up quite a lot of cars. And I think when they came in, the security footage shows that they were not after stealing the vehicles. They were after smashing them and damaging them as badly as possible. So it's either to send a message to the owner that you either pay up or this happens again, most likely next time even worse, or alternatively it was for the insurance.
Mm-hmm. No, interesting. I would.
What's
Yeah,
your
I don't
take?
know, because what I was thinking is that if it was a legit robbery, I mean, like, how do you dispose of those cars? I mean, who buys them? Because I mean, if you're stealing a luxury car, I mean, what's the idea?
Yeah.
You're gonna get it over the border? Are you gonna chop it up? Are you gonna resell it in the country? What's the plan? I did find it a bit odd.
What type of luxury car? So we got a lot of theft of, like 4x4s, Buckies, Hiluxes, and stuff like that. All that stuff ends up, well, a lot of it ends up across the border because, Hilux is a really awesome car to use, everywhere where there's off-road, and there's a lot of off-road once you go to like Mozambique or Zim or other places.
Yeah.
So practically it works, right? I don't see the guys there cruising in the Lotus Elite on a sandy road.
No, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought it was a bit strange that they were. I mean, like, what do you do with a sports car if you want to get rid of it?
It's very difficult to get rid of sports cars.
Yeah.
Most people just crash them and get an insurance payout.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see this this car dealership has made the news again in the last 9 hours
Oh.
around a veil of secrecy. A veil of secrecy surrounds the incident at the shop in Cape Town after a gang of about 40 people. Since the incident, which took place on Wednesday, allegations of extortion have surfaced and authorities are on high alert. There we go. Oleg's been writing into News 24.
No.
I mean,
He's
that's
been.
a shame.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. I mean, it did seem a bit weird that they were hitting a sports car dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you
Cape
can
Town's-
steal a
but-
sports car, it costs you nothing, and then you can sell it under value, and you're still making money. So why damage them? That's the part that gets me. Why
Yeah.
abandon
Insurance.
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Insurance, guys. It's all about insurance.
Yeah.
Allegedly, it's about
Allegedly.
insurance.
Allegedly, yeah. Oh, we might get sued, eh? We might get a like a letter in the post. Well, fortunately, the South African Post doesn't work, so I probably won't get it.
Well, you've also
Ever.
moved house and not
Ever.
told anyone.
But
Yeah, exactly. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
don't
I
tell
didn't
anyone.
realize you lived in Botswana now. Wow, okay.
Andrew, quick question, because like you are pretty much resident Kiptonian almost, right?
Yeah.
So like you're the closest Kiptonian that you get in the group, right?
Yeah.
So like how rough is that spot where the dealership is located?
Well, that's
Well,
it's in the city, isn't it?
That's quite close to where De Beers has got an office.
Oh, it must be dodgy then. maybe it's disgruntled employees.
No. Okay, didn't mention anything. Zzz, beep, beep. I tried to cut the stream before that went out, but it didn't work.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not very familiar with that area. It's like more like a business industrial area. So
Okay.
I don't frequent the place that often.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, when I go
Hard
there, I go there
independent.
for tourist reasons.
But it's not like a rough spot, you know, like there's a lot of like clubs and bars and pubs and touristy
Not that I
places.
know of. Not that I know
Okay.
of. No.
Am I right? It's on the north side of the city, right?
I don't know.
Hang on.
And she's like, no comment. No comments.
No,
from
no
me.
comment.
I'm done.
It's in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Which Brooklyn?
See,
Pretoria?
the problem is like whatever you say, like you're gonna get into trouble. It's either the gangsters will come after you or the dealer owners is like, you saw this out.
Yeah. Did you find it there, Lester?
Yeah, I'm just looking at. I don't know my way around Cape Town that well. I mean, it's kind of. I don't know.
And you pretty much grew up there, you know, like.
Pardon Eiland.
Eland.
It's on the edge of Kensington, Easterplaat Air Base.
Oh, yeah. So,
That
yeah, I know
area.
basically where that is. It's like around Century City area. Near the mall.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's Cape Town. It's got such a funny layout anyway.
Talking about Cape Town and that area, you see, I don't know, do you remember Rotanga Junction? It was like a Gold Reef City kind of theme park.
No.
No? Didn't we go... Was it there when we went 30 years ago? Oops.
Yeah, you cut that out as well.
Yeah, I cut that. This is the buzzer. I see that they're changing it into a water park now. I don't know if that's going to make any difference, but they're going from a Gold Reef City theme park into a water park.
Well, you've got to reinvent these things every now and then. It's like what they did in Durban. They redeveloped the waterfront. It was maybe something to do with the Football World Cup and the new stadium going in. But they tidied up the beachfront. They revitalized it, and they also, down towards the docks area. They created a whole water theme park, and they moved the old aquarium and dolphin area, and they moved that into the theme park. So you got to keep doing this, otherwise things just get bored and people don't go there anymore.
Yeah.
So by all means, reinvent it.
But I mean, do you think? Like a place like Disney World, or do they do the same kind of thing, or?
Yeah. I went to Universal Studios in Florida a few years ago.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. But there's so many. They have, I don't know, what was it, 3 or 4 different theme parks, different topics, and the ones we didn't go around all of them. We didn't have time. But the one that was had Harry Potter World and all this, all of that was constantly under renovation because it's effectively movie sets that they're creating. So depending on what the movies were at the time or what was popular, you get your own little section. There was a Shrek section, there was a Simpsons section, a Harry Potter section. So yeah, as new movies and trends come out, they will create something in the park that is aligned to it.
Sure, yeah. So I suppose that's a good point. I mean, when they bring out new movies, they're creating new theme park activities around that. That's actually quite... Yeah.
It was weird because I went from Harry Potter into King Kong through Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Walking the path from coming out of Hogwarts, suddenly getting attacked by a T-Rex, and then running around the corner, and then suddenly I'm in another jungle with King Kong. It was just, it's so well done. It's so well done.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. But I mean, I was chatting to the kids about maybe going to Gold Reef City, just do some sort of outdoor activity. And then I was wondering, like, how do they do, like, if the theme park is open now, how do they do it? Do they, like, sanitize the entire ride after each I mean, first of all, do they limit the number of people that are going to the theme park? Standing in the queue to go on a ride. Then having to after the people who've been on the ride, what do you do? Do you sanitize the whole ride, or how does it work?
Just hose everyone down, or just do water rides.
Yeah, just to,
Did
No,
I,
but I mean,
did
in
I tell
reality-
you about the theme park in Japan? I think I did many episodes ago.
what's that one with the guy with his mask?
The guy with his so to attract people back to the theme park, the owner
Yes.
and the chief engineer got in this thing, and they demonstrated wearing their masks how, and the one guy was in a suit and tie as well on a roller coaster. Anyway, so that they demonstrated basically that you could ride the roller coaster and scream inside and not out.
Yeah.
But
So
did
you
you
scream
see
in your
the
heart.
one guy's mask kept on?
Yeah, the
Blowing off.
G-forces kept knocking his mask away. But look, he didn't scream. He screamed in his heart.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So I must investigate this Gold Reef City thing so that we can.
I'm
see where we
intrigued
can go.
because I haven't been to
I'll give you an
Gold Reef City in
update.
many years.
We'll
Yeah,
make a
I'd love
video.
to know what it's like.
We'll make a video. All for the
Okay,
content.
if you go, please, can I come with you? Because I want to go with you on the few rides.
Sure.
Not because I miss going on the rides, but I just want to see your facial expression.
Oh, you
Yeah,
wanna
get
hear
him
me
on a,
scream
on a
like girl?
vertigo.
Man, I love those rides. Though. Are we gonna
With you?
do the Tower of Terror?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure, we have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a GoPro, put it in front of your face.
I hope you don't lose your GoPro.
No.
Yeah.
We'll strap it.
Yeah, I've just lost all my notes here.
Well, okay. So I think it's a worthwhile excursion if you're allowed to go. I'd be keen to understand how they've revitalized that Gold Reef City, because it was a good thing that they did there, and just wondering if they're going to keep it going. Actually, I think the last time I was there was when you were studying at Rand Mines. That was the last time.
Jeez, dude, that's a long time ago.
Actually, no. Did I go? I went there for a New Year party. Maybe the year after you finished, because I was already at Katala. Yeah, we ended up. I've never kissed so many girls in my life. That was the night. It just it was just mental. I was on stage with the can dancers and
Can dancers.
And I remember New Year, and I remember drinking a lot, and then I remember waking up with a security guard's Alsatian licking my face as I was passed out in the car park somewhere, and that was my memories of Gold Reef City.
Crazy.
I'm hoping it's changed a lot in the last 20-something years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have I mean, like in terms of like talking about revamping a theme park, they haven't really revamped very much there in the last 10 years. Just the same stuff.
But is it still popular?
Yeah, it's
Is it
pretty
starting to
popular.
look
I mean,
tired,
pre-COVID, if you went there, it was a busy day, and you would stand in a queue to get on a ride. Often you would go there, and the rides would be under maintenance or something. So, like the Golden Loop, I haven't been on that thing for a long time because every time I go there, it's still under maintenance. And the Tower of Terror has been out of action a couple of times as well that I've been there. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's a good day out. I mean, another place we like to go to is the Valley of Waves. It's Gold Reef City,
Sun City.
Gold Reef City.
The
Gold
Lost
Reef
City.
Sun City. The only thing I hate about that place is by the end of the day, my feet are finished because they've got the beach sand in inverted commas is actually that river sand. Okay, besides the fact that it gets flipping hot. Secondly, it chews your feet up. So that, like, after a while, it's like your feet are so cut by this coarse sand that by the end of the day, it's actually not a pleasant experience. I don't know. I can't understand why they didn't just ship in some proper beach sand.
I thought that was the thing.
Cost saving exercise.
No, there's more to it because they were going to bring in proper beach sand, That wasn't the issue. I think it was that the beach sand that they were going to bring in was too fine, and they were worried about it silting up all the pumps, and they were just constantly going to give them problems. So they went with something a bit coarser. I think that was the story at the time. But it should still feel like it's sea sand.
Yeah. It's not.
2,000 kilometers from the sea.
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't taste great. Doesn't
Well, you're not
taste
supposed
great.
to eat it.
I
Well,
know.
that's where you're going wrong.
Yeah. That's when that wave comes there and dunks you, and then yeah. No, I mean it's still a good. I mean it's quite a cool concept. You go there and you have waves, and it's pretty damn good. It's just that
It is pretty cool.
like walking from where your spot is to where to get into the water, you got to go over this coarse sand. I mean it's yeah.
So would you just go for the day or something?
Yeah, you just go for the day. I mean,
How
look,
long-
it's
how-
quite expensive. I mean,
how
it's
far is
2.5 hours to get there.
2.5. Sheesh.
2.5 hours to get there, and then obviously 2.5 hours back. Plus, when you get there, I mean, you got to pay a couple $100 to get in. Yeah, it's. I mean, listen, they got some awesome water rides there, though. I mean, besides being in they've got this thing that has got this it's like a what are they called? Like a dinghy, and like two or three of you can sit into this dinghy, and then they let you down. I mean, that's probably the coolest ride, but you got to wait so long to get onto that ride. It's
Yeah, the queue is
you
pretty
maybe
long.
go twice while you're there.
So what? Sorry, what is it? A slide with?
It's like
with an
it's
energy-
like a slide, but you actually go like quite high up. Like they drop you and then you go quite high up and then you come back again. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, very very. I'll make a video for and we'll create some content.
Well, when lockdown finishes, let's take the podcast on the road.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that.
I think that
Unfortunately,
would
you
be
guys are
awesome.
gonna have to stay home though. Well, at
Well,
least
someone's
one
going
of
to have to stay home.
you. Yeah. Anyway, so listen, on days of the year,
Well, there's a few days, right?
yeah,
And no doubt we'll come to it's acknowledge your pet day. I'm going to call it Love Your Pet Day. Yes, that's today, amongst other food type ingredient days.
yeah,
The other one that jumped out at me was it's National Comfy Day. So you can, this is the time where you have to acknowledge, similar that you acknowledge the love for your pet, but you have to acknowledge the fact that you love a comfy day. But everybody's comfy day is different. So it might just be comfy clothes or comfortable food or food that makes you feel comfy and snug. Or it might just be a duvet that you wrap yourself in when you're watching a movie. Or it might be a sun chair at the Lost City. Who knows what your comfy day is? But it's kind of making you think, yeah, you need to acknowledge that you like comfy and celebrate it by having a comfy day. Notice these sort of things never fall on a Friday.
that's true.
No.
Never during the week. No, that would be useful. But yes, it's also National Love Your Pet Day.
Yes, but before we pull the trigger on that, because I created a video, the sound's not there, but I've just realized that I'll just play some sound off the sound desk, and
Okay.
while the video is playing, I'll play that video now. But before that, I wanted to try and create some content around another day during the week, which was it wasn't Random Act of Kindness because that was on
Valentine's Day.
Wednesday.
We hadn't mentioned Valentine's Day last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
good
What is
one.
Valentine's Day? Yeah. On Tuesday was Tim Tam Day. So you know what a Tim
Oh,
Tam
my.
is?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So
I've
I
never
wanted
had one.
I wanted to see if I could find them here because occasionally some of the shops do have them. I couldn't find any.
Well,
Blah.
it's
Yeah. Anyway, that was.
I don't think
bit of
I've ever met an Australian that doesn't like Tim Tams.
Oh really?
Yeah, they all like, oh yeah, Tim Tam. Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe we should go. Maybe we should put that to the Daily Talk Show
Yeah.
and get them to do a little debate
On
and see
Tim
if it's
Tams.
true that there is no Australian who doesn't.
Like a
Like
Tim
Tim
Tam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video that I've got here, and I'll just improvise with the music.
Okay.
So this is for, I don't know, appreciate your pet day. There we go.
I've heard this before. I hope that's your cat. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was my cat.
You know
So
what's
you see
amazing?
there, I took some time to appreciate my new pet that I've inherited at my new spot. There we
You
go.
inherited this cat at the new spot.
I did.
It came
Didn't
with
you
the
hear the
house.
story? Didn't you hear the story? Yeah, it
No.
came with the house. It was a freebie.
You can only buy this house if the cat approves.
Yeah. So the cats had arrived here 6 months before I moved in, apparently, as rumor has it.
Rumor has it that you were moving in, so that the cat thought I'd get in early.
Yeah, they heard I was coming. Eh? Great
The cat
anticipation.
decided to hustle.
Yeah.
Clever cat.
Yeah, my reputation preceded me, you see. And so the previous owners couldn't take the cats with them when they moved away. So
Cats. So there's more than one.
well, there were 2 cats, but they didn't
One
get
ate
on
the
very
other.
well. They didn't get on very well. And there were other cats has disappeared. I don't know if he's
Just
gone
like
back to
that.
his original home or he just got upset with us.
No,
'cause we were-
you'll see it on the TV news in about 3 years' time as it's trekked across the country to track down the family that moved out.
I can just see the video now in my head.
Yeah.
It's like, can you remember that TV show? What was it called? The Littlest
Hobo.
The German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, guys, I think that brings us to the end of another fun episode.
Another one. Down. Boom. Boom.
Awesome.
Boom. You know what we haven't done for a while? South African slang.
Oh, well, we could. Well, I've got one here, which is the good old word "sif." I mean, Oleg. I mean,
What is
I
sif?
had a feeling that "sif" was not only a South African slang word. I had a feeling that it was used in other areas in the world, but I
Yeah.
couldn't find any reference to that. Anyway. So yes, it is purely South African. It originated in South Africa, and it's used mostly by young people to describe something that is repulsive, disgusting, gross, revolting.
Which makes it funny for me.
Yes.
I mean, sip is such a good word. It just rolls off the tongue. Sip.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Right, now I'm going to tell you that there is a French brand of household cleaning products
That's-
called Sif.
But they spell it differently, don't they?
Yeah, it's CIF.
It's CIF.
But every
But it
South
still
African who's
sounds
come
the
to the
same.
UK has gone and look and you calling your cleaning product Sif? I'm not buying that rubbish.
Well, they clearly don't sell it in South Africa.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
I can just see the tagline now. Use Sif on your Sif.
It's like Handy
Nah, it
Andy.
doesn't work.
right?
Hey,
It's like Handy Andy Lester.
Andy.
Yeah.
Handy Andy, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a problem
Jeff,
that it's got
Vim.
Andy in it.
This, Handy Andy, and Sif are all in the same category.
Andy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay, we'll end it off
Well,
with
if
that.
I ever go to France, I will get Andrew some Sif.
Oh, I think you'll find it in most places around Europe. It's not a small brand.
So I wonder when that brand was created. I mean, like, did they?
1965.
Okay. And I wonder
And
when
it's in
the
51
Sif-
countries, not including South Africa.
No, not including South Africa. Oh,
But it's
that's
known as
funny.
Jif. I think it's known as Jif in SA.
Oh, that might be true. Maybe
I
they
mean,
changed the name for South
it's
Africa.
it's a Unilever product. So
Ah. I'll Google that.
Sif.
I'll Google
Are
that.
you Sif? You need Jif. Yeah. Great. How much they spend on marketing here? Are you Jif? Then you need Sif. Doesn't work.
No, definitely not.
But I just wanted to highlight something, just switching the topic a little bit. Like, judging by the previous video that you played for the Pets Appreciation Day, that cat like follows you everywhere.
You know, it's a typical cat. It decides when it wants to spend time with you. Sometimes you want to go and stroke it and pet it, and it's like, nah, it's not keen.
Nah,
Just gets up and goes
Back
away.
off, man.
Yeah, exactly. Not as bad as
this is how
that.
you
That
get
was the other
rabies.
cat. That was the other cat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the other cat
The
was
one
a bit,
that you scared away. Yeah.
well, yeah. This black one seemed to be the dominant one. He seemed to be the alpha male, and bullied the other one away. Yeah.
Backhanders.
Yeah.
no, that's
Anyway.
awesome. Congratulations. I never took you for like a cat owner, but I guess you've settled into that role pretty well.
Oh. No, you've had a few cats over the years.
Yeah, I have.
Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, I grew up with cats.
They always look the same.
But they were always Siamese.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Anyway, dudes, it's been another good week of
Awesome.
the Weekend Craic. And we'll be back
Get your
next
crack
week.
here. Yeah.
Get your crack here.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should be in marketing.
What a copywriter. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, good times at the Weekend